when you make a cut. So guys, there are situations when I cannot wear my blade in the appendix position carry method. For example, imagine now, okay, I have a t-shirt now, but imagine that I have a shirt, or I have different kind of clothes, my dress code in that particular day is not permitting me, I must wear the shirt in my pants or something else, and I cannot wear the blade in front because everyone will see it, even if I have a jacket like in this position. So even if it will be my choice way of carrying my blade in general, in this particular situation I will not be able to carry it like this. This is the reason why I say that it's not existing the perfect way of carrying your blade. Depending on the situation, depending on the clothes that you are wearing, of the activities that you are doing, you can change between them, but important is to train. If all the time you are training having your blade in the appendix position, making your drills repetition after repetition, and you are very good, but tomorrow you will wear it, for example, in the lateral position, and you never practice, or you practice, I don't know, one time in 1 month, then it will not help you when you will be in a life or death situation. You will not be able to put that blade very fast in the fight. So this is the reason why, again I repeat, training is very important. Training under stress and pressure factors must be a part of your training process. So I have now the blade in the lateral position. If you see, it's attached. Immediately take it out. It's attached with the multi-clip inside, between the body and the pants, inside the waistband. I'm clipping it, and of course I'm not staying in this like straight, because I have it inside, and if I'm sitting and I'm sitting in a position, for example, for a long time, it will disturb me. So I'm pushing it a little bit more in lateral, because my jacket is permitting me to have it in this type of position. It's covering it so you don't see here the blade. Now, very important, if I am a right-handed, and not only if also if you are a left-handed, there are different ways of carrying the blade. So if I am my strong hand now, I'm a right-handed, but my blade is on the left side, and you understand why. And I show you also the other method in which it will be on my strong side. Very important to understand what is your activity, what type of weapons you are having. For example, if you are a civilian, or I don't know, you are working also in other domains, but you have your fire weapon, yeah, and you carry it in the appendix position or in the lateral position, concealed with a jacket. Of course, that you will carry it, the fire weapon, that is the main weapon, on the strong side part, yeah? So there I will have the fire weapon. So I cannot have also the knife on the same side, because if my hand it will be occupied with my handgun, means that the one that it must be free is the left one to access the knife, in which cases, for the ones that they were already seeing the gun and knife video course that I was making, in the cases in which I have malfunctions to my weapon. It's not existing knife and gun in the same time shooting and stabbing. Yeah, these are fantasy and crap type of techniques. So I shooting with my fire weapon, suddenly I have a malfunction, double fit, or something is happening and I cannot, it's taking me a long time to resolve that, and I have a target that is coming very close towards me, it can make retention on my weapon, or maybe it's attacking with a knife, then I use the other hand to access my blade and to secure my handgun. I can create that space, that distance, then I can resolve my malfunction to the handgun and put it in the fight. So this is one of the explanations why I am carrying on the other side. And the second is that if I need now very fast, even if I have it on the right side, but let's say that my strong hand is the left hand, and I need now very fast to access my blade, I must make with this hand two motions. One is taking, it's exactly like the handgun. Yeah, one is taking the garment, the clothes, the jacket outside, and then come and catch my blade and take it, extract it from the sheath of the knife. So this is also lost time, because if I am in that particular ambush situation, this hand can already take this jacket away, and this hand can already extract my blade outside. So I am not waiting for the first movement, then to come with the other and to extract the blade. This when I am having the strong hand free. I'm not talking when I have a fire weapon and I have a malfunction, because then it's logical that the only hand that I have is the left one in that particular situation. But if I don't have fire weapon and I have the strong hand and this, I will use the left part to take the jacket and the other to take my knife already outside. And if you are seeing, I have more possibility to be fast and to put that in the time, in the fight, and also to create immediately the distance, then making, even if also like this you will be able to make it, then to make this striking and then creating distance. So very important to understand that we must reduce all the time, we must look for things to reduce the time in which I can put that knife in the fight. So the logic is and the explanation is very simple. If I am using only one hand, means 1, 2, and extract the blade. If I am using the both hands, this means that already I can have 1 from the beginning. It's not existing 1, 2, it's existing a 1. Yeah, so I can connect it together. Now, another very important thing. Principles, very simple, fixed target, very easy to explain, very easy to make. Now, what is the scenario? What type of attack I have? It's an attack that my aggressor has also a blade and is coming very fast towards me to stab me. I have multiple aggressors. What is the body position in which I must extract this blade? Because I'm not like this. 1, letting my neck free, standing straight towards my target. 1, taking the blade, and 1 to strike and remain here, because I will be already probably receiving many strikes, and many can be deadly already by not understanding what tactic I must adopt. So basically, if I decide to make that, my body already must move. If you remember the tactical combat system elements, awareness the first, then deploying fast your blade under stress and pressure factors, striking fast, striking precise, and movement. So it doesn't matter how fast you are to deploy your blade, if you are still in the same place, how fast you are to make with your hands and with your blade to strike in multiple areas. If your body is still in the same position, anatomy of the body is not how people are imagining. I am not delivering strikes and I will be so precise and my victim will fall immediately down. I must be very precise and have a lot of luck to strike the shock zones, to have so much precision in a fight. This is the reason why we train a lot with mobile targets. We under stress, under pressure, to increase the ability, to increase our skills of striking with precision. But nothing is fixed. My target has unpredictable movements. So if I am striking multiple areas and I'm still remaining here, he will do the same thing. So if I'm here, suddenly I'm seeing the ambush. When I begin to make the deployment, I already move my body from there. I'm taking the body from there. How I'm protecting my body? If this is deploying my garment, my jacket, I have a left side that is open. this movement must not be wild and be like this. Like to remain a lot of open side here. If I make this movement, I make it very slow from the hand. I don't need this, that again is coming the close on my hand, and to be an obstacle, I need only this. Drag it a little bit on the side and still having my hand more closing the axillary artery and close to my body. Yeah, I'm not very open. This is one. The second idea is that you can put, for example, let's see what I have here. I don't have nothing very heavy, but I have this, for example, chewing gum. You can have coins. Put in the side of your jacket where you have the weapon. Put something that is heavy. Yeah, this is not so heavy, but imagine some keys, some coins. Close it, and when you do this movement, even if you'll be under adrenaline, under stress, this will fly much faster. It will have more weight. Of course, I was exaggerating the movement now to understand. Yeah. Doesn't matter how heavy is there, I am going only here, liberating the blade. I'm not going very far with the hand. So if this is liberating and now I'm going towards to take my blade, what I'm doing now, I'm remaining fixed in front with my chest open. No, I'm very easy target, exposing a lot of area. So if I'm making this movement, I'm changing because also I'm moving depending on the situation, where I have time, where I have the possibility to move, in which direction. If I'm in a confined space, where I have the luxury of space. So if I am here, I'm changing also my body position, putting my shoulder up, closing part of my neck, carotid artery, subclavian artery, closing with the chin, closing with the shoulder, having this type of position. It's different from this. This exposing everything, and this letting only a diagonal, closing my shoulder near my chin, protecting with my hand, extracting the blade, and in the same time, of course, also moving. Do not expose myself 100% everything. This is a very easy target to hit. This is a more difficult because I am on the side and I am not exposing so many vulnerable areas from my body. Yeah. So if I'm coming back to this type of extraction, I have the blade in this position, a little bit orientated, like it's permitting me to catch the blade. Yeah, if it was very close towards my body, touching here, very hard to put this finger, the thumb finger, between the body and the handle to extract it. But like this, more easy to come there and to take it. So if I'm here and something is happening, this hand is going and already look at my body. I'm making from a fixed position, but only to understand. I'm going there and look at my body, how it's changing. Shoulder is coming up and I make a diagonal position. Of course, we are training to respect all this, but in reality, it will be different, yeah? It's exactly like a boxer that is training all the time to strike that perfect, to give that perfect punch, to have that perfect execution. But in a fight, it will not be so perfect, yeah? The same here, we are training for the perfect type of performing a technique, but in reality, you must understand that things will change. So I will move, I will give another angle to my target, protecting as much as I can from my body, extracting the blade, striking. How I extract the blade, in which position? When I'm making this movement, and I'm moving, of course, I decide to move, then when I'm making this, I'm extracting the blade and immediately I'm twisting the blade towards the target. I am twisting towards the target, and from here I decide where I'm striking. I'm going towards the trachea, I'm stabbing there towards the trachea, and then I want to lacerate towards the carotid artery, where I'm going towards the eye, penetrating, entering there with my blade, depending, doesn't matter, sorry, what type of technique I'm choosing, immediately the blade is orientated towards my target when I decide to use it. So I have here one of my training guns. Yeah, even if it's a training gun, a replica, we make all the safety and security procedures in such a way that we train our brain all the time to not forget to make it, to not have an incident. So I don't have magazine, but I am putting the slide on the back. Still I am checking, I am looking, all is clear, we can use it for the training. So if I have my handgun in this kind of position and I have a concealed carry jacket, is the same way. So here the difference, if you see a little bit, if I have the handgun, I cannot extract the handgun with the left hand from here. I can, but I don't need now because my right hand, the strong hand, is not injured. So if I will be in a very, very bad situation and I must take from there, of course you can take it also with the left hand twisted and so on, but other kind of discussion. So if I have the strong hand, this means that this must give the Garmin outside the jacket to liberate, and then immediately I must come, grip that gun, push down, liberate the handgun, and then engaging the target. Now, you see here I have one liberating, two coming with the same hand on the gun, extracting, then meeting with the other hand and engaging the target. Here I have one, and this in the same time is going after my blade. So it's not existing anymore lost time. 1, 2, extracted. It's already 1. So I don't have any more lost time. I don't have 1, then coming on the blade, extracted and strike. When this is making 1, this is going already on the knife, and I'm moving my body, extracting from there, striking. So if I'm here, I'm here. So now guys, I want to show you also when I have the blade on the strong side. So here, what is a good thing of this type of carry is that I can use the other hand in the time that I am in an ambush to strike, in the time that I make the extraction, to strike, to protect, to grab, to be in a clinch, and then I am extracting the blade and I'm using it. So that is a very good thing. Again, look how I am catching my blade. I'm not having it here because I'm wearing it inside. I'm not having it in a very straight position because it will be more hard to push the thumb finger between the handle of the knife and my body and to extract it. I have it in this type of position, so it's neither so uncomfortable, especially when I have a jacket, but also very easy from this position. It's a natural position to take my blade from there. Yeah, so if I'm talking about this situation again, I can use this hand to strike in the moment in which I want to create the distance to deploy my my weapon, so that it can strike or push my target, or give, I don't know what kind of distraction type of strike to distract the to give that initial small shock, so I can create the space and the distance to access my knife. Thank you very much. Stay safe and train hard.